Hello everyone, welcome to Cities Skylines 2, a game that I've been really looking forward to and I really want to get an episode out on the channel. I really love the first Cities Skylines, really top-notch city builder, got me back into the genre after the SimCity game kind of really let everything down, and I'm really excited to have a look at what they've done to improve it for this brand new sequel. Now, I do know this game is just out, and there have been a few teething problems. The developers have said that they really didn't manage to get the optimization done before the launch date, so things may be a lot more chunky than they should be. There should be a hotfix optimization patch coming soon, so hopefully that'll address those issues. But I just want to dive in, see what's new, see what's the same, and just have a bit of a mess around. And very nicely to continue our previous play, here we are starting with a really nice little archipelago map. I think that'd be really cool for the first city here. Meant to be a European style archipelago, so I'm assuming this is meant to be somewhere in Scandinavia. So yeah, this one is going to be called G-Berg. We'll go for left-hand traffic. Let's say this is actually somewhere off the Scottish Islands. Okay, and just jumping in, the game was chugging a little bit to begin with. Lowered the graphics settings down to medium, still looks perfectly pretty. And at least now while it's paused, I'm able to move around and have a fairly decent FPS there. So yeah, I knew it was not optimized, but it doesn't seem too bad. Very nice looking little default map here though, zooming out, got lots of nice interesting islands that we can slowly expand across. Okay, so I'm going to start off by building my residential area over on this side. I'll have industrial area on that side where it's right next to what I assume are the shipping lanes. One thing that's already quite nice is there are a lot of mod features of Cities Skylines 1 that are in this by default. All sorts of various building options, snapping options used to get with Precision Engineer that are now just here by default. One thing that I don't think I'm going to use right now, but I absolutely love, is this idea of toggle parallel roads. So you build two roads that are perfectly parallel to each other, and that is including roads that are curved. That is a really nice feature. Something I always struggled with Cities Skylines 1 was when you're putting in things like highways and you really want two that are parallel. This is really nice to have. Oh, and you can even increase the offset to toggle how far you want these apart. That is a really nice feature. Yeah, and also very nice, you can toggle contour lines on and off. Okay, so I've laid out this nice little starting thing. Again, nice to see all sorts of DLC or expansion changes are in the base game on this one, such as street names. Just going to lay down some nice little starting residential plots. Put some nice little centralized commercial there so they can walk down to their nearest shop. There we go, just put down a big area for industrial. Oh, that's cool, you can import electricity now. Yeah, so we can just import electricity, that is really quite cool. And go for a power line though. Seems to have got reasonably good wind in the area. Oh, and by default these can go in the water as well, which is quite nice, I think. Yep. The other thing that is really nice here is we can run cables underground or have these smaller above ground cables, and by default all of the roads, or at least most of the roads, are putting down their own little local cables. So there we go, should all be linked together. Ah, cool, so there's things like electricity bottlenecks and things you need to plan a bit more. That is really quite cool. There's also groundwater pumping stations now as opposed to just water towers. But since I'm on the archipelago map, I may as well get some nice clean water in. I'll go over here on the other side from our big polluting thing. It says it needs a road, so I will stretch this road out. And nicely enough, that road auto-connects the electricity line. And the water line back. Got sewage outlet here. As far as I can tell, the water's flowing kind of this way-ish, so I'll put the sewage outlet on this side. Again, it's going to need a road. I just did put... Ah, I still had the water pump selected. Yeah, it's sewage outlet. There we go, connected that in. Oh, the water things aren't connected. Good, so I'll just link the two water grids together. Now that I have access to everything. There you go, our little buildings are starting to construct. Oh, that's cute. You can just make little intersections into roundabouts just by putting them on there. That is very cute. So there we go, that is now a roundabout. Lovely little houses going in. Very fancy cars all of a sudden. And deer just walking across the main road. Okay. That's nice. As you go, you can flip between EU and North American style architecture. I'll leave it on EU. Putting in some more kind of suburban area here. And since we also have a huge commercial demand, I'm going to put more commercial in around here, around the entrance to the district, and on the other side of the industrial. Seems like a good place for it to go. Nice that the chirper's still here. Different format, but quite cute still. Nice graphics on the smokestacks. Looks slightly better on lower speed than high speed, but very pretty. Everything seems a little less stylized than Skylines 1, a little more realistic. Sure some people like that, sure some people won't like that. I don't know, I quite like it, but I like the old style as well, so definitely looks more realistic and is a lot more high fidelity. Oh, now that is cool. Even these random industrial buildings do need to have certain imports and they produce certain outputs. So the kind of thing your industry did with the various expansions, this is just all by default. That is really nice. Yeah, I've got to say, even on medium settings, this is looking really, really nice. Huge amount of detail. There we go, hit our first milestone. We are now a tiny village. Somehow that's given us 600 grand. 1 orangey star and 3 greeny stars. Don't know what those are. One, I think the green one is area. Okay, cool. So we get a large loan. We've got some more map tiles. Can now put down medium density. It's quite quick. New road types. We now need to start considering healthcare, death care, and garbage management. Oh, very nice. So there's basically a tech tree. We use these development points to upgrade certain things. Yeah, so on healthcare and death care, by default I get a medical clinic and a cemetery. I could unlock the crematorium. It's got enough to unlock an emergency battery station. Got some more here for other power plants. That's cool. Well, me being me, I'm gonna get roundabouts upgrade. I think I already had roundabouts, I'm assuming. Yeah, this now unlocks the other sizes of roundabout. Oh cool, and you can just whack the larger roundabouts over the same intersections. Very nice. Right, roundabouts everywhere it is. That's a really nice feature, just how easy that is to set up these little mini roundabouts. Sure, you can still set up big roundabouts using highways and things, but it's really nice they've got such an easy way to implement larger ones, or smaller ones rather. Oh nice, and there's different types of bridges. That is very cool. Alright, low density and medium density have their own demands. That is cool. So it's not just that medium density is kind of the better low density, it's its own thing. I'll tell you what, down this main spur I'm going to put in some medium density housing. Okay, that is cool. So instead of the landfill just being this small central thing, the landfill's the building. I can then tell it where it's allowed to dump material. So I can use all of this space here within the limits. Fair enough. There we go. So now all of that is the landfill site. Hopefully that should last a while. Cemetery, though, is just a building. I can't decide how big the cemetery plots are going to be. Oh, very cool. Individual buildings get upgrades. That was the one, like, good feature in the SimCity 2013 game, and they brought that over. I'm definitely going to build a mausoleum to make my cemetery a sightseeing attraction. And put a temple there. There we go. That is really cool. Oh, I can build multiple, that's nice. Alright, I also wanted healthcare. I'm going to put healthcare here on this main road. Yeah, so I can get more ambulances, more patient bays. Now, I like that a lot. So I very much like the fact you can then start to scale up your building, so just slapping down a new massive hospital or putting down just another hospital, you can start expanding what you've got. I really like that. Oh, and landscaping tools are still here, as are putting down vegetation. Plants are sorted by regional theme. That is a lovely addition. Oh, and perfect. It comes with what used to be the brush tool mod, but it's now there by default. Oh, that is fantastic. Oh, and are they being planted as smaller versions that will grow? I need to look into it. And we've got pedestrian pathways as well. So you know what? I'm going to put down a little bridge. So there we go, people can now walk to work if they want to. Bit of a long walk. Don't know if I've got bicycles in this, we'll find out. Yeah, and those green things I've got are new map tiles I can buy so I can expand south. Interestingly, you can buy much smaller tiles this time instead of before. Your first expansion was doubling the size of your initial one, now it's much smaller. But I think that should give you the option for much more organic overall city shapes, which is really quite nice. And I'm buying this lot to the south, or what I've decided is the south. Lovely little castle ruins here. Oh cute, and you can relocate the ruins. That's nice. Right, I'm going to make this road a little wider and extend it out. Take another branch off of here. I want to kind of build a residential area around and have this little castle here as a like park recreational focal area. And it's also quite interesting, the milestone's now no longer based on total population but total XP. You can get XP from all sorts of different things like increasing the population, but also making people happy, putting down various other things, so it's not just a case of you need a massive city to level up. It's kind of a combination of things. Yeah, citizen happiness increasing has also given me big bonuses, so there's even more points making people happy. And apparently we've unlocked the pop musician mansion. That's under these signature buildings here. Yep, so just like in number 1, you can slowly upgrade all of these, or slowly unlock all of these rather. So let's go pop music mansion. Let's put them on the outside. This seems like a nice area there, and that gave me a bunch of experience and sent me over the top. So I'm now a small village, which has unlocked education and research, along with 2 more development points, 2 more expansion points, or 4 more expansion points. I want to grab the recycling centre, that seems quite cool. Apparently we can sell some of our rubbish. So I put that opposite the landfill, which has immediately unlocked us to the large village. That was quick. Which has unlocked livestock farming, stone mining, police administration, fire and rescue. Right, better start whacking down some of that. Well, first things first, we're going to need education, so elementary school. Elementary school can go on this spur here. And we've got a high school. Put that in. That is very nice. Need fire, I'll put the fire on the industrial side because that's more likely to catch fire and burn down. And the police. Put that down next to the school. And of course all these buildings have their own little upgrades, so it can extend the wings. Children clinic there. Put down its own little playground. Oh nice, can put that around the back. This is really nice for using up some space in awkward positions. Yeah, put a nice big sports field behind the high school. I'm probably overspending, but I want all the things. I got some industrial demand. Alright, so instead of just whacking down a area and then setting it as agricultural, we build down one of these little hubs. So in this case, this is livestock farming. We've got some area that's good for raising livestock here. Plot this down just over here. And then, just as with the landfill, I can define the area this is allowed to work in. So, gather some nice stuff in this region. Although it doesn't seem to have actually done that I've done. Alright, there we go. I think. Okay, there we go. Second time put down the building, for some reason first time the actual farmhouse didn't get built. Oh, something else to watch out for there on curved buildings. Sometimes the road access isn't there, so curved roads need to make sure that everywhere the cars need to drive up have actual direct road access. This does have day-night cycle to begin with, which is nice. The first Cities Skylines I don't believe did. Interesting, there's moon reflections without a moon, but okay. You know, let's go all in on education. Let's get us a college. We can then also build a university as well. Let's make this a smart town. Don't have enough money for any of that, but I unlocked them. I can bump up taxes a little bit to get some more money in. Oh, cool. And you can subdivide your taxes into different things. So you can tax certain industries or certain demographics more. And keep expanding down a little bit. Oh, when this gets dark, it gets really dark. There's also a difference between row housing and apartment blocks, which is cool. So two different types of medium density. Oh, they're traffic accidents. That is really cool. I am surprised to see that, because I know having road collisions in city builders is something that's a nightmare for pathfinding, so that is really cool to see. Cool. Setting up a little quarry station here. We've got some stone resources there. Oh, now a grand village even. Million, which is really good because we're still tanking money. Loads more experience points. Definitely do level up your city quite fast in this. So that's me make districts, policies, natural disasters, low rent housing, low density offices, buses, taxis, parks. Very nice. We have huge demand for low rent housing, so I can definitely chuck some of that in. Yeah, I'm really liking these different types of residential buildings, so it's not just light, high density, low density, it's all of these other versions. So there's a reason to have suburban detached housing, there's a reason to have your big apartment complexes, there's a reason to have the cheaper area. And we've also got offices. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this road and loop it around this side. So put down some office area around the bottom here. So I'm putting in a couple of bus routes around my city. Slight difference from before, now you put down the bus stops and then you connect bus stops into a route. Overall very similar, but still something quite nice, quite intuitive. Just putting down a couple of bus lines, one to do the loop of the residential area and another to link the residential area to the industrial one. There's also dedicated public transport lines and a bus station if you want everyone to be able to go to one central area. And very interestingly, you can connect bus lines to the outside world. Really cool. So you can get people being bussed into your city if you want to cut down on traffic. Very nice. Can put down parks, put down dog park there, a couple of small parks down, and then around this main bit. Yeah, nice little campfire site there. Slightly annoyingly, I can't seem to connect paths into parks, which is disappointing, so I really like doing that in Cities Skylines 1. Bit of a pity. Never mind. Okay, we have a forest fire, which is a bit awkward considering I do not have firefighting helicopters. There's also a tornado over there. Running into electricity problems again. It's fine. Another power supply. Alright, the cargo harbour is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. That is fine. I'm just gonna buy some more tiles. Do like there's more flexibility about unlocking with that new system of theirs. So, because I'm on an island map, I can use my development points and unlock the harbour quite early. I don't have to wait until near the end before I can use the fact that I'm an island. Right, this seems to be able to fit there, so that is going there. It's getting a road. Okay, so I have linked my grid to the outside grid, and so yeah, now I'm exporting electricity. That's cool. I've got a new cargo harbour. Seems really unhappy where this cargo harbour is. I'm just going to leave some stuff. There we go, so you can add connections, so that is now all connected in. Should be able to export to the neighbouring cities using the cargo harbour. So hopefully the industrial sector will start using that. Yeah, looking down from the city from up here on our lovely little castle, I think that is a good place to leave it. Oh, and there's the wildfire over there outside my city, so that's fine. Yeah, so looking out here, we've got really quite a nice city. The little low density area that we built there. See the industrial area and the cargo harbour, and there's our first cargo ship there. Looking over here, we've got all of our low rent high rise apartment buildings. Cheaper buildings are out that way. See the really low rent ones over there. Nice little high school with the football campus there. Yeah, no, this is very pretty game. I like a lot of the changes they've added. There's a lot more to do, a lot more to play with right off the bat. Probably a little less than there is with like a fully expansioned up Cities Skylines 1, but there is so much new here as well, so definitely one that I'm going to play a lot. As for whether or not I will be doing that on the channel, that very much depends on all of you, so if you would like to see more Cities Skylines 2, please do let me know. You've already done part of that by watching the video, but also like, comment, subscribe. Let me know that you want more of this and I will do more of this. Otherwise, I may be transitioning to just doing flight sims in the future, really depending on how the last few non-flight sim videos have gone. But anyway, I'll be doing an update on the channel soon enough to cover that, but for now, this is a really fun game, really looking to getting into more of this. And I hope you are enjoying this too. Until next time, remember to be kind to yourselves and everyone else. Cheers.